Okay, so this is what I think everybody should have if, well, not every, but this is what I would have in a survival situation. So, not just this, obviously, but, first I have a bow. This is a compound bow, as you can see. I don't know the exact name, but, of the company, but it starts out at a 40-pound draw weight, and then it goes back to about a 60 whenever you're holding it back. So it's got plenty of power to kill almost anything here in southern Illinois. And then obviously you're going to have some type of ammunition for it. These are mossy oak arrows. You can get them at Walmart. Tons of arrows at Walmart you can choose from for your specific type of bow. I do not have this with a lethal broadhead on it for storage purposes. And this is what primary weapon for me would be. If you're into using guns for survival weapons, then just go right ahead, but I think I am more accurate with a bow, mainly because I am a big Second Amendment guy and stuff, but I think I could probably do more damage hunting purposes with this particular bow. But that being said, of course you're going to need some other materials too. What I would also have with me on my side on a belt or something, which I'll get to the belt part in a second, would be one of these. It doesn't have to be exactly one of these, but something a little bit longer, like a machete or something, and that has a sharp blade that you can cut down maybe a small tree or something with. Okay, sorry for the interruption. You guys didn't witness that interruption, but I did. So back to what I think I was saying, is you're going to need something sharp and something not too large, like an axe or something, depending on if you have a car or not. But this isn't an apocalypse like most of everybody's preparing for, because that's never going to happen. Sorry, but it's true. So I'm preparing for, like, say, just being caught out in the woods or like the mountains or something. We don't really have any mountains near here, but caught out in the woods with no communication or anything, and you're really far off from civilization. You're gonna have some way to survive. And so this is stuff that I'd carry while I was hunting too. Obviously not to the extent, but to a big extent. But anyways, so you're gonna need something small-ish like this, but not too small. This could probably cut down a fairly good-sized tree, like a smaller tree or middle-sized tree, if you really needed to. Definitely strip a tree of some branches. You could probably make a spear or something with that if you really needed to. That, or like a small hatchet or something. But moving on to this bag. Okay, so moving on to the contents of the bag for what I think you would need to survive in the wilderness if you're not in your civilization or something. So, first of all, I love camouflage. I like hunting and stuff, so of course I would have camouflage. This is Realtree long pants. These are cargo style pants, and they're not shorts. They're actual, like, pretty thick, but not too thick, pants, to where they're suited for pretty much any environment. And this is a face mask for if it is a little bit colder. Again, camouflage. You don't really need one that's camouflage. One that's black or green or something would probably do. But yeah, it's face mask, full face mask. This is head. That's the face. So I'd have this at all times on me, anyways. And there's some stuff in here that you probably don't need, but I would always pack gloves just in case there's something you're kind of not too sure about, and kind of either that or you just don't want to get really bad blisters or something on your hand. It's better to have gloves with you. Again, carry these on me at all times except for school. And then of course you're going to need a smaller knife. That's good for some circumstances, and this is good for others. Again, this is just a pocket knife. You slide it into your pocket, obviously, and it's for emergency purposes and stuff. Unless I'm at school or church. Actually, no, I carry one on me at church too. I always carry a pocket knife on me again, unless it's at school, obviously. And then you're gonna need a flashlight. This is camouflage for no reason. I just like my camo stuff. Again, it's almost on me at all times. This has a magnet right here on the back, and I've had this for about 3 years and never changed the batteries on it. And I use it quite a bit. So that's something that I would definitely have with me as a flashlight, just in case. You never know. And then, to where I was talking about, I'd hang that on my belt. I have a belt. I normally always wear a belt, but I have another belt. And this one is green. You could probably find them in camouflage black, or you could wear a pink belt if you really wanted to. It doesn't really matter. And this isn't like one of those pin belts. This is just one of the slide belts, friction fit belts. And you could do several things with this if you really needed to, or if you needed string for something, you could probably take the edge off of this and use it as a belt and something else, but you still have all this fabric that you can do something with. If you have gauze or something, or rather if you don't have gauze and you have a wound, you could tear this metal piece off of it and you can wrap it around and then tie it. That would work. And I'm going with the bare stuff that almost everybody already has. And for my bow, you don't have to have this. You don't even... I just have it. I don't even know why I put it in here. But this is a release for my bow. And it's just a really good tool to have, because after you're hunting for a while, and the bowstring, especially 60-pound bow, can start to mess with your fingers a little bit, and then you put gloves on, and then the gloves might slip, and it's kind of like a firearm accidentally discharging. And it's better to have one of these whenever you're bow hunting. I always have one with my bow. And so that, and then just one more item here, and that's gonna be it. 3 more items, I'm sorry. But first, this is just a regular Carhartt big hat. Personally, I always wear this one on me, Realtree with the fishing hook and everything. Yeah, that's something else I forgot to add in here. I'd probably have some fishing string and some fishing hooks. You could do pretty much anything you want to with those. Just in case you're not used to like skinning or gutting a deer. Pretty much everyone knows how to fillet a fish or clean a fish. So, and most fish you could just put them on a fire and it'll cook the scales off for you, and you can pretty much eat every part of it. But anyways, back to topic. I would have this just for colder situations, because most of the heat lost from your body is lost from your head. Again, this is really thick, comfortable, because it's Carhartt. Carhartt is like the best at this type of stuff, other than Realtree, and they're pretty much tied. So this is by far a really important tool, maybe even the most important tool out of this, because you could wear shorts and a t-shirt and you can have this and you could be a lot warmer than if you didn't have anything on. And some of you guys are just going to absolutely slay me by saying that, but no, this is true. So that's really important. And then to this is a glow stick necklace, just in case there are people searching for you. It would be easier to see from a helicopter or something like that, and you can just take it off your neck and wave it around and stuff. And I think that's just a really good tool to have also. And these are like $1 for maybe 15 at the Dollar Tree, and you just crack them and then shake them, and it's, again, a really good tool. And then back to this. I know that I have one bow already in this pack, but it's always good to have a backup, for me anyways, because what if something did happen to where that string on that bow broke and you didn't have a replacement? or if maybe you didn't need a 60-pound bow for a for like a squirrel or something, that or a rabbit maybe that you see, you don't want to overkill it. But anyways, let me get this out of. Okay, so anyways, back to what I was saying. Just in case you need a little bit smaller bow or something happens to the bigger bow, it's always better to have backup. That little bag that I have can fit into any condor pack that you might have, along with all the other items that I've shown here. Again, you don't need this, or if you have like a secondary pistol or something that you could use, that'd be perfectly fine. But I'm a big bow guy. I like guns, don't get me wrong, but I really like bows. So again, I'd have another bow just in case for smaller game, deer, not deer, birds, rabbits, maybe coyotes. So this is what I'd have as backup, and this would be my survival pack, my bare minimum survival pack. So see you next time.